everyone, this is Michelle with Foxy Chick Designs and Magnolia Design Company, and just wanted to pop in here and see how everyone was doing. Sorry I did not go live yesterday. Things and life. That is all I'll say on that. But I wanted to hop on here tonight. I know I'm a little bit earlier than normal, but trying to go live and see all my peeps before the rest of my family comes home, and just trying to spend some extra time with them while we're kind of in this quarantine, stay inside, whatever all this is. Thankfully, my work is still open, so I'm very thankful for that. My husband's work is still going pretty strong, so we're very, very thankful for that. But I just wanted to pop on here and just show, I know some of my followers and fans have kids at home and they're trying to homeschool and they're trying to come up with different things for them to do while they're at home so that they're not, climbing the walls and going stir crazy and things like that. And I just want to show you how you can take very inexpensive things and they can create with it, and it's an art project for them, for art, for school. And it's easy for them to do. Not a lot of cleanup for mom. So just wanted to show you a little bit of that. Just turning on some better light, sorry. Tonight, the stencil that I'm going to be using is our coffee. Let me see. What's it called? Oh, it's not going to say. It is our coffee stencil. And it's, coffee is my... Oops, do I have this the wrong way? Yeah, there we go. Coffee is my love language. Coffee before talkie. There's a heartbeat with the word coffee on it. And let me see. What else is on this one? I don't remember. If you're hopping on, if you'll say hello so I know that you're here. Oh, but first coffee. That's the other one. So this stencil is very inexpensive on my online store, and I believe it's $13.99, and you get the 4 of them. So if you had 4 kids at home that are working for art, you'd have 4 stencils that they could use. And if you got just a basic white paste, they all could do, on chalkboards. I also wanted to show you these lovely little guys. I did a video before with them. I got these at my local Dollar Tree. That's where I got these. And they've got a little easel on the back. So they sit up really nice. And these stencils fit perfectly on them. And so, this could be a very inexpensive art project for your kiddos. There's also stencils that are the minis. There's one that's a farmhouse mini, and then there's a Easter mini, I think is what it's called, or spring mini. And there's, let me see. Let me pull my stencils over here. I got a new little container for them. Let me see here. The Farmhouse Minis has 6 stencils on it. And then the other one that I'll show you that has multiples, I have the Valentine's one, but there's a spring one and a maybe there's just a spring one. But it comes like this. And there's 12. There's 12 little stencils on there. So if you got something like this and a paste color and then some of these little chalkboards, you could have your kids creating for hours. And, they can create, and they could either leave it to decorate an area like their workspace at home, while they're, at home being homeschooled, or, they can clean them off and, recreate. We have some of these little guys that are 5x7s, and these are $8.99, I want to say. I think they're $8.99 on my online store. And there's several of them. There's the truck, there's Home Sweet Home. There's a bunch of, cute little, this is our happily ever after, together we make a family. And those would be ones that, your kids could create with. Or if you're stuck at home and you're just like, I don't know what to do with myself. You can create projects for birthdays that are coming up. Christmas. I know Christmas is a little ways off, but every year I say that, and Christmas gets on us before I'm quite ready for it. So all that is introduction, and I rambled, and I am so sorry. So if you're joining me for the first time, or you've never heard of Magnolia Design Company, or you are not working with a creator, you've heard of the company, but you're not working with a creator, if you will put a number 1 in the comments. If you have joined me before and you've seen the products, you like the products, if you would put a number 2 in the comments. If you're catching this live, if you would comment #live. If you're catching the replay, if you would comment #replay. If you're afterwards, if you're catching the replay and you are not a part of the Foxy Chick Design family, I would ask that you go over to the business page, which is Foxy Chick Designs, and hit our like button and turn on your notifications, which is the little bell. That way you will see every time that I go live, and you won't miss projects and deals and updates and anything else that I post on the business page. If you, I will hold off that till the very end. So I'm going to get started here. I am going to use the Coffee Before Talkie, and I'm going to use Coffee is My Love Language. Those are the 2 that I'm going to use for my project tonight. On these wood pieces, you can paint them, or you can stain them, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to stain them just because I like the stain look. I'm kind of obsessed with like a cherry wood stain right now. I will show you other ones that I got. They look like this, and they came, that raw wood, and I just painted this one green, and this was the part of the farm minis or farm cutouts. I did a set of them. I did Home is Where My Heart Is and Life is Better on the Farm. So, and I got some more of those frames as well at the dollar store, and I'm going to be doing some more of the frame or the farm cutouts on those. Those will be in future videos, but I am going to do these 2 tonight, and I'm going to chalk on them first, and then I'm going to go ahead off camera and just stain them. That way they can sit and dry, and I don't have to worry about all the extra stuff that I've got to dig out to stain them. I'm gonna look for my scissors and my Sharpie. Our stencils are silk screened. They are reusable, and so they come on this little backer. And before I use them, like this Coffee Before Talkie, I've not used this one yet. So on this back side, I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to write Coffee Before Talkie. That way, when I peel off my stencil and I get it all cleaned up afterwards, which I will show you in this video how to do, then I can put it back on, and I don't know if you can see it, but maybe you can't. This side here is, if you could touch it, it's real glossy. So you want to be able to put your stencils back on the glossy side. So I'm going to get my camera turned around here, and then we will get started with our lovely project for tonight. All right, let me see here. Let me get my camera turned. There we go. Sorry about that. Okie dokie. I'm going to actually move my camera a little bit. There. Okay. So I'm going to use this Coffee is My Love Language. And I'm going to use the Coffee Before Talkie. And the other two that come with this stencil are the Coffee with the Heartbeat and the But First Coffee. Those are the 4 that come with it. So I'm going to set those to the side. My Coffee is My Love Language I've already used, so I already have it marked. And then I'm going to just go ahead and mark my Coffee Before Talkie. All right, so I'm going to start with the Coffee Before Talkie, and I always check the backs to make sure that I'm doing it the right way so that I don't end up doing my project upside down, which I have done. So then I'm going to just peel off my stencil. I'm going to work it down, and I'm going to pull it from the center and pull it off and sit it the backer to the side. Then I'm just going to stick the stencil to my shirt to pick up some lint, just to take off some of the sticky from the back of the stencil. And that way, when I pull it up off of my chalkboard, it won't be quite so hard to pull up. So then I'm going to lay this down and just kind of center it a little bit. And I'm going to just rub my finger over it, making sure that there are no bubbles in the silk screens. Because if there's bubbles in the silk screens, the chalk paste will bleed underneath it. Okay, I think I've got all of the air bubbles out. Then I'm going to grab some of my Brilliant White chalk paste. I like the black and white look. Don't ask me why. I just do. And I'm going to grab one of my lovely little stir sticks and give this a good stir. And I'll set that aside. And I'm going to grab my squeegee. You know what? Actually, I'm going to get this other one on here as well. That way I don't have to stop in between chalking. So then I'm just going to lay this in like so. And I'm just going to make sure, nope, that's a little bit not centered. Okay. So if you are a coffee drinker and you love your coffee, if you would comment coffee in the comments, all right. Now I've got both of them on. So now I'm just going to grab a little bit of chalk paste, and I'm going to start from the top and work my way down, making sure that all of my silk screened areas are covered. And a little chalk goes a very long way. Okay, then I'm going to just squeegee up the excess and get it back in the jar. And then I'm just going to work my stencil down, and I'm just going to pull straight up. And voila, there's the first one. And then I'll set my stencil to the side, and I will clean it as soon as I'm done with the other one. So I'm going to pull this one in. I'm going to grab a little bit of chalk paste, and I'm going to just squeegee the chalk paste over all of these silk screened areas. And then I'm just going back over it with my squeegee to pull up any of the extra paste. And then just getting it back in my jar. And then I'm going to work my way down like so. And I'm going to just pull that up, and voila, there's the second one. So there are the two coffee before talkie, and coffee is my love language. And then I'm just going to grab my heat tool, and I'm going to dry these so that in moving them I don't mess them up. All right, now that those are dry, yep. And see, it goes on wet like a paint, but it dries hard, and I'm rubbing over that and it's not coming off. Now, if I would have made a mistake and I didn't like the way it turned out, I could just spray it with some of my distilled water, and then I could just take a Clorox wipe or my board eraser to it and completely wipe it clean. But I do love the way these turned out. So I'm going to put these aside for now, and I'm going to clean up my stencils. Let me grab my cloths here. Okay, here we go. I've got these microfiber cloths. Magnolia Design Company is coming out with a fuzzing cloth, and I'm very, very excited. I think they may have already come out with it. I'm not quite sure. I will have to look, but I am super, super stoked about that one, just because I use it all the time to clean my boards and my stencils. And so all I'm doing is I just cleaned up the sides of my chalk paste. I'm going to spray some water in before I close it up, and it just helps to keep it from drying out. And then I just tighten it up and I'll set it to the side. And then I'm going to lay out my cloth, and I'm going to put both of my stencils. I'm going to just lay them out here. And I'm going to take my spray bottle, and I'm just going to wet them up. And I'm going to grab a disinfectant wipe because I've got them on my desk right now. And I'm just going to grab one of these because it makes, these little cloths make it so easy to clean up your boards or your stencils. And I'm just basically wiping all of that off. All of the extra chalk paste, I'm wiping, just completely wiping it off. Being very careful not to stretch my stencil. And then I shall peel this off like so. And I'll flip it over to where the sticky side is up. And you just want to be very careful with your stencils so that you don't stretch them. And I'm going to just spray some water again on the back. And I'm going to take my disinfectant wipe and I'm just going to wipe that off. Make sure that I'm getting all the lint that I put on it and all of the extra paste that might be on the back. I kind of folded over my stencil, so I'm going to try and get that back up. There we go. So now that that is all clean, I'm going to take a clean disinfectant wipe and I'm just going to go over the back. Just like so. And then I'm going to take a clean microfiber towel and I'm going to just lay it over the top. And I'm going to just smooth them out and dry them off. And when I peel it up, they'll be on the other towel. So I'm going to move this one out of the way. And then I'm going to just pull up these stencils and I'm going to find their backer sheet. And then all you do is you line up your stencil with the backer sheet like so. You lay it down, spread it out, and voila. This one's ready to get put back into the plastic that they come in. They come in this plastic bag, and then on the back it has the instructions for your take, your apply, your remove, your clean, your dry, and your store. That way any stencil that you buy has those instructions on it, so you will always know how to care for your stencils and keep them to where you can get the most use out of them. Each stencil you can get anywhere from 8 to 12 uses out of them. If you take really good care of your stencils, you can get more uses out of them. It just depends on the surface that you use, and it also depends on how you take care of your stencils and how you clean them. If you clean them as soon as you use them and you don't let them sit in water, you're going to get many more uses out of them than if you let them just sit around before cleaning them. That's why I try to clean up my stencils immediately after I use them. My squeegees and my stir sticks, not so much. I'm not real concerned if they sit around for a little bit. They're easy to clean. I can just pop them in some water and then they come clean as well, and they're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and pull you back up here to me. And just wanted to talk some shop with you. So if you like what you saw in this video, if you wouldn't mind sharing it with your friends, send them over to the Foxy Chick Design page and get them to like the page and follow us. We're at right about 125 followers and likes, and once I get to 250, I am going to be doing a sample kit giveaway for those that are in our group. And then when we hit 500, I'm going to actually do a bundle kit giveaway for those that are in our group. So if you wouldn't mind sharing this video with your friends, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also wanted to tell you about our Kickstart kit. A brand new one just came out today, and I'll be posting the graphic and what all comes in our Kickstart kit as soon as I get off of here. You get 5 of our silkscreen stencils, you get 4 of the chalk paste, you get a jar of our ink, you get an 11 by 13 board, you get 12 of our white chalk chips, and you get one of our board erasers, and you get our stencil cleaner, and you get an apron that says Magnolia Design Company. If you are interested in picking up one of those kits, they're $69 plus tax and shipping. There's no minimum requirements that you have to meet. There is a $10.99 fee for your website that you have. You don't have to do this as a business. You can do this as a hobbyist and just jump in and enjoy the 35% discount that you get for being a creator. And you can just use that, to buy your own supplies. You don't have to build a team. You don't have to do any kind of sales or quotas or anything like that. If you are interested in learning more about the Kickstart kit or about joining Magnolia Design Company and my team, if you will comment team in the comments, and I will get you into my opportunity group where I go over quite a bit about joining Magnolia Design Company and my team, and then I'm able to, kind of chit chat with you to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you so much for your support and your interaction with our page and these lives. And I will see you again very soon with another quick project from Magnolia Design Company and Foxy Chick Design. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. Bye.